So now on the topic of cap rate, again, I'd like to rephrase that I'm a licensed real estate broker. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is in no way financial advice. I'm also not a CPA or an accountant or any sort of financial person, but we do have tools that we look at, and one of them is cap rate. Today, I'm just going to go over the explanation of how to calculate cap rate. And again, this is not financial advice. And if you want more information on this, just make sure that you check in with the right professionals. So cap rate is pretty much a ratio, cap rate, where you have your net operating income, NOI. That's pretty much all of your gross rent minus all of your expenses. So here you would have, for example, real estate taxes. You would have, for example, maintenance. You would have insurance, miscellaneous item, pretty much all of those expenses. That would be your net operating income. So again, the cap rate is a ratio of your NOI, net operating income, divided by your purchase price. So in this example, let us just say that your NOI, the net operating income for the year, is $10,000. Your purchase price was $100,000. So your NOI would be 0.10 or 10%. So now that we have a description of what the cap rate is, let's take a couple of examples here. So what I have prepared, I've done two examples. One is a residential comparison, and one is an Ivory 214 project, which is a commercial project. So what I did for the residential comparison is I looked up all of the rentals effective today, which is June 11, 2018. And what I did here, I'll zoom in, is you could see all the units that are active and all the units that are rented. As you see, all of them are for the same exact address. The highest one that has rented in the last 6 months is this one right here for $3,700. And you see that some of the active ones here are going, between $2,000 to right about, $4,000, $4,100. So what I did for this example is I found out what unit currently is on the market. And one of the units that I found out was for $650,000, which you could see here again. This is an active unit right now in the market. I found out what the expenses are, or some of the expenses at least. Right here you could see that there's an association fee of $1,409 per month, and the taxes are $9,166 for the year. So I will read you a short description of this property just so you know that the projects are comparable. State-of-the-art 4-story penthouse in the heart of Aventura, walking distance to charter school, Aventura Arts and Cultural Center, supermarkets, restaurants, condo with top-of-the-line spa, remodeled gym with private theater, yoga, spinning room, massage rooms, 2 tennis courts, squash court, 2 pools, sauna, jacuzzi, movie theater, private security gate, valet parking on site, great community, Italian kitchen, luminous, granite stairs, stainless steel appliances, master bedroom to include ample walk-in closet, has a private rooftop, has 3 assigned parking spots and a storage room, and it's also tenant occupied until June 30th. So for this example, again, our purchase price is going to be $650,000. So I'm just going to write here residential. Purchase is 650,000. And again, if you saw the cheat sheet, I already did the numbers, but you could double check my math if you want. So the purchase price is 650,000. We know that the unit is rented, so we figured out, like I said, some of the comps that we brought up, all of the current rentals are between 2,000 and 4,100. The most expensive unit that has rented out on that address is 3,700. But just to be conservative, I said, okay, well, let's say it rents out for 4,000. So I went with a high number. So in this example, what we say is our rental income, so our gross rent is going to be $4,000 per month times 12 months equals $48,000 for the year. Now let's just say in this scenario, the unit is rented all 12 months. So now what we need is we need the taxes and we need the maintenance. Now this is the association fee. So taxes, I did it in red because we know that black is for positive, red is for negative. So taxes on this unit was $9,166. And then the association dues, so I'll just label them dues or HOA. That was $1,409 a month. So when you do it for the year, 1,409 per month times 12 equals to 16,908. So now if we take this number, which is our taxes, 9,166. So again, our net operating income is going to be our gross rent minus our expenses, which for this case, I'm saying it is just taxes and the HOA dues. Again, here you want to factor in a residential scenario. For example, if an appliance breaks, if there's other repairs that needs to be done to the unit, let's say, during a hurricane season, something flies off and it has to be repaired, or you have some sort of landscaping or other things that go on. But in this scenario, just to keep these numbers, I'm just using taxes and HOA. But in a more detailed scenario, you would have much more items that go into this. So after we do this math, we know that for the year, you would have left over $21,926. So you purchased this unit, this residential unit, for $650,000. If you rent it out for $4,000 a month, which again, based on the comps that we saw, they range from $2,000 to $4,100 active, and the most expensive unit has rented out for $3,700, but I use $4,000 just to be, on the high side. Then we use the actual taxes that are on record. We use the actual dues that are in there right now. We know that end of the year, you have left $21,926. So again, if we do the cap rate, which is the NOI divided by the purchase, so this would give us 21,926 divided by 650, which is this number right here and this number right here. We get a cap rate of 0.0337, which is 3.37%. So this is the cap rate for this residential one. Now, all investors are different. Everyone has a different way that they look at cap rate. Some investors are okay with a cap rate of 5% or 6%. Other investors look for value add opportunities, which might have a cap rate of 12% or 15%. So everyone is different. This is a straight comparison on cap rate. There's a lot of factors that you should consider outside of cap rate, but for this example, I am just using cap rate as a scenario, which is a comparison between your purchase price and your NOI, which is the net operating income. So for the residential here, I'm just going to do a dollar amount just so we can save this. So I'm going to erase this. It's going to be $21,926 with a cap of 3.37% and a purchase of $650,000. So now I'm going to erase all of this right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the same exact scenario and I'm going to say, okay, what happens when we invest in a commercial? So I'm just going to do it right under here and I'm going to put commercial. Now this is for the Ivory 214 condo, which is an office medical building. So these are the same scenario as pretty much a condo. The purchase price, I'm going to put it here just so we're all in line, is $662,500. So it's not that far off. It's off by $12,000. The gross rent, now in this scenario, it's done at a square footage. So I'm going to zoom in here. As you can see right here, the gross rent is based on this 1,183 square foot at an estimated $50 a square foot, which is up to today's date. The building next door, 2801, is currently renting at $58 a square foot. So this 50 is a very conservative number. Now, the reason that we are using 50 is because 2 years from now, we expect it to be much higher, but still we are being very conservative. And for this comparison, you could see how they will compare. So the gross rent is, if we take the 1,183 square feet times $50 a square foot, that is going to give us $59,150 for the year. So the way that the commercial leases are figured out is you take the square footage and you multiply it at the rate per square foot per year. For the taxes, I'm going to do it in red. The taxes, again, this is an estimated number because this project is still being built, but the taxes are estimated at $9,855. The HOA dues are 50 cents a square foot for the year. So essentially, if we take this number, 1183, multiply that by 50 cents, multiply it by 12 months, so 1183 times 0.50 times 12 months, that is going to give us, for the whole year, $7,098. Again, I'm going to carry the taxes over here, $9,855. So here, again, the NOI, net operating income, is the $59,000 minus, in this scenario, again, just taken in the taxes, just taken the HOA dues, not taken in any other scenarios. The NOI is $42,197. And if I do my cap rate, which is my NOI, divided by my purchase price of $662,500, that is going to give me 0.0637, or a cap rate of 6.37%. So again, here, when we look at it, our NOI in this scenario is now $42,197 with a cap rate of 6.37%. Again, our purchase price was very similar, but you can see the comparison here between the two scenarios. Also, another thing to consider about commercial versus residential is the way that the lease is structured. In the commercial contract, what you're going to have is you're going to have a clause in there that every single year the lease is going to go up. Typically, it's done between 3 to 5%. There are cases where it's negotiated higher. There are cases it's negotiated lower. But in this scenario, if you could see right here, is we have used a factor of 4%. So pretty much what happens is right here you start off at 6.37. The next year the lease goes up, your cap rate goes up also. The next year after that the lease goes up, your cap rate goes up. Next year after that it goes up again, and it continues to go up. So one of the advantages of having the commercial condo in this scenario is that you already have it built into the lease that the contract is going to go up every single year. So every single year the tenant is covering the taxes, the tenant is covering the expenses, and your cap rate is still going up, so you're getting a higher return based on your investment. So this is it right here. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to whoever sent you this, or feel free to reach out to me directly. Again, my name is Max Cruz. My phone number is 786-592-8102. Max Cruz, 786-592-8102. Thank you.